Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Thunder and the Jaguars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Rory Murphy gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Brian Hannon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Here comes a ball and a strike. Yeah, and we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana handles it for the first out of the game.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
So digging in now, Andrew Arellano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And there are our umpires through this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Murphy has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake-bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Arellano, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santana is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That is it. The catcher, Mike Hayes.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Softly on a line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
So now to the plate, Corey Esparza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. He pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. One and two count. Here's the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Set, and the 2-2 hit on the ground to short. He's right there, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and two men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number one with no score after a half an inning. Judd will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
So stepping in, Edmundo Ayala. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Try again, 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Bottom second. The center fielder, Alex Santana.
At the plate, Alex Santana, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lofted in the air out to right field. Franchise will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the left fielder, Nick W.
At the plate, Nick W. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. As a look, now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Line drive, base hit down the line. And he is in there.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Standing in now, Zane Oates. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number two.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Eric Evans.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Eric Evans, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to count.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Franchise is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Second inning set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Saul Worthing.
Saul Worthing.
The pitch.
Ball right now.
The 1-0.
Ball back off the plate. Ball two.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Here it comes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Now in the box, Hal Hale. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now pitch on the way. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Striding in, Luke Wagner. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Luke Wagner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wagner can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Drilled down the line, and this is going to be a foul ball. Judd, originally from Mississippi, is a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. Two and 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2. Mac Madden will be next. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
3-2 one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. quiet again, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now batting, Mac Madden. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Edgardo Peralta. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
Hold on right now.
Three and 0 now.
No break.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
The 3-1. 3-2 full count. That's outside. He lost him ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
The pitcher, Rory Murphy, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set and the pitch. He'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he tries the bare hand but can't make the play, and now everybody's safe. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. At the plate now, Edmundo Ayala. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. The 1-0. Fouled away. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here. We're still only one away.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Reined in. One there on the first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Digging in to try it again. Nick W. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. From the stretch. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. Here's the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 2 full. Jupiter is out in front 2-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Judd. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box now, Andrew Arellano, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
Here's a look over to first. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Scott Franchise. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with Sergan. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. And it's fouled away. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is returned. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in the outfielder, Zane Oaks.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here it comes. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Fouled off. Oaks, a 27-year-old, is a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Digging in, Eric Evans. right side. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first? Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Luke Wagner is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes.
Ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Corey Esparza.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
No strike.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
In now, Saul Worthing as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire, too.
Hit out towards second. Toss behind the back to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Runner at second here with one man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Payoff pitch home. And this is a strike three call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Hal Hale. On the line, that's a base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Bureau. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Judd is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Comes set, and the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Jupiter is on top, 2-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Mac Madden.
The first baseman, Mac Madden.
Here it comes.
Whoa, like that.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
The 1-1 home. Yanked fouled off to the right. 1-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat and out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
At the plate, Edgardo Peralta, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike now. No one out with a runner at second. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Yep, 3-1.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rory Murphy. First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-1 home. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Ryan is there, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Edmundo Ayala.
So coming to the plate, Edmundo Ayala. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A ball and a strike now. One and one. Here it is. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Alex Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield. The throw home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up to shoot again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Runner back safely. To the plate now, Nick W. And so take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Here's the 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. 2-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of this series. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Coming to the plate now, Zane Oates. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fouled away. Four runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We played 4 full. Jupiter is on top here, 6-1. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brian Hannon. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Andrew Arellano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Stepping in now, Scott Franchise, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. A 1-0 delivery.
Hey!
Outside.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of his zone.
Digging in, Mike Hayes. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Chopped out to short. Scooped up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Eric Mensch will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Eric Mensch.
Digging in, Eric Evans.
Leading off for Jupiter, the third baseman, Eric Evans.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
Set up away, but he misses with a slurred ball for ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Pitch on the way. Luke Wagner stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. One out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
Yep, 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Ryan is calling for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 3, Matt Madden.
Stepping into the box, Mac Madden. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Edgardo Peralta, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1, well below the zone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 2-1 home. Fouled off. Two out with the man at first. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Cobra Cole takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Cobra Cole.
Leading off the inning, Corey Esparza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Ready with the 1-0. Outside, 2-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The center fielder, number 13.
At the plate, Saul Worthing. And this is knocked down on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. At the plate now, Tiny Ryan. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Standing in, Hal Hale. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you'll have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Jupiter leads it 6-2. Jose Ramos is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Ramos.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Ramos swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2. Left side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
shortstop, Edmundo Ayala.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Edmundo Ayala, he's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here it comes.
Oh, that's inside.
And even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
1 out, nobody on. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Payoff pitch home. Is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Alex Santana. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a slider that can't catch the outside.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Now the 2-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rafael Costa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Michael Lopez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Costa, playing here in his age 34 season, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Brian Cannon, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Santana comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Striding into the box, Andrew Arellano, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Jupiter is out in front here, 6-2. John Lawton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready to take his hacks again, Nick W., as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Lawton has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors. He has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. And he fouls this one off. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and you can't catch up to the express.
Into the box, Zane Oates, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Now, 2-1.
Now the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for a called strike 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eric.
Stepping into the box, Eric Evans. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
The 0-2 delivery, fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Standing in now, Luke Wagner. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play! How about that? One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Tyler Cunningham has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Tyler Cunningham.
Ready now, Scott Franchise. A couple of walks for him thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
From the stretch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
One-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. To short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. In now, Mike Hayes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batting.
So striding in, Corey Esparza, quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Santana will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. James Gray is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Into the box now, Mac Madden, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Ready? Now the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Now to the plate, Edgardo Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this will be.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another try at 2-2. tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
T.J. Waters will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. He waits, now the pitch. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and it's strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot the sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Edmundo Ayala, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swinging a ground ball to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Donnie Kimura comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Kimura.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Wind up and the 0-1. too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. At one in there, 1-2. Grounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Into the box, Tiny Ryan. And now a pitch on the way. Kimura, playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Late square, and this is popped up. Evans is there, and there are two men gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cal Hale. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. He's got it, and the Jaguars are going to take a 2-1 lead in our series. They take the pivotal Game 3 here at home as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Jaguars have taken a 2-1 lead in this league championship series. Rory Murphy gets the W on the mound. Judd struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.